Well, we're back again with another marriage expert that I met at smart marriage conferences along the way. Dr. John Curtis, how are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing just fine. Good to see
How,
you.
how many smart marriages did you go to, by the way?
Well, I think there were 7 or 8 total. I went to most of them. I think we actually had met at the last conference that was in Orlando.
That's quite possible, quite possible. After a while, they blurred together, but they were all so good. And I just wrote about you in my book and mentioned that you're all about the business of love. I got to tell you, Dr. John, that does not sound very romantic. What's up with the business of love?
And it's not. There's an old joke about marriage is love is blind, excuse me, and marriage is an institution for the blind. And most folks realize it doesn't take too long into the marriage, the day-to-day routine, before they realize that the romance is kind of in the rearview mirror. You have to work hard to keep it alive and well. And what destroys the romance more rapidly than most anything else are the day-to-day mundane. Who's going to take out the trash? Who's going to empty the cat litter box? Who's going to pay the bills? And so the business of love is really about showing couples how to take concepts out of the world of work, things they deal with daily, and apply them in the relationship to keep the romance alive, to make sure they don't destroy the good, warm feelings they have because somebody is arguing about why didn't you take out the trash? So that's the approach of the book, is showing couples how to take things they know from their work and actually apply them in their marriage.
So they succeed in marriage. Give me an example. What's one common work practice that you think is effective and helpful for marriages?
Such an obvious one. I mean, ask an audience of people how many would you would want to go to work and not have a job description. And most folks want a little clarity, and you may work for an employer that actually has a detailed written job description in your personnel folder, or at least you have a clear sense of what you're supposed to do by modeling the behaviors of somebody else that you're working with. But couples come home, and in the old days, remember, it was gender-specific job descriptions. This is woman's work. This is man's work. Well, nowadays, you may find the man's the better cook and the woman's the better financial manager. So the concept that we're talking about here is how to write a marital job description, what it takes and what are the roles and responsibilities of being the husband or the father or the wife or the mother. So that's one basic concept from the book that I show people how to actually write a job description for their marriage.
Okay, I love it. I love it. And by the way, our purpose here is not to talk about the whole book. I just wanted to give people a little tease. But if they do want more information, how do they get back in touch with you? And don't forget, you had mentioned off air that you have a special invitation or a special gift if people do get in touch with you. Can you
Well,
tell
I
us
do.
about that?
As part of this interview, I have available at drjohncurtis.com. That's just drjohncurtis.com, is a free downloadable PDF workbook. There are 9 concepts in the book that show couples how to use business concepts and apply them in their marriage. And the workbook provides detailed written documentation and worksheets of how to do each one of those. So it's a 68-page PDF, free for downloading at drjohncurtis.com. Love to have folks take a look at it, learn about what we've talked about today and a whole lot more.
I would as well. They'll learn about staff meetings and budgeting and all sorts of things that, again, make perfect sense in the business world. They also make perfect sense in the family as well. Dr. John, thanks so much for what you're doing. Keep it up, would you please?
You're quite welcome. Thanks so much for having me.
You bet. Bye now.